Thank you. It's the Saturday edition of Serious Matters on ONIF TV. And here we are. My name is Newtelegraphng, and of course, we do Serious Matters every day. As long as matters make the round, we're here to, talk about, issues that make the round. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining the Saturday edition. Here we are again on Serious Matters here on ONIF TV. Enjoy the music. All right, well, it seems as if Peter Obi is just all over. He's all over. People are, injuring themselves because of Peter Obi. They either saying things in his favor. But it's good that we have more people saying things in his favor than the people who are saying things against him. Whatever anybody has to say, here comes 2023 and we know who wins the election. Well, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who recently said that he has, retired from being a partisan politician, and what that simply means is that for the rest of his life, he's not going to he's not going to be a card-carrying member of any political party, political party till till he says bye-bye, he bids this world farewell. But in recent times, his movements had been pointing in one particular direction, even though so many, most of the contestants have gone to say hello to him, greet him, except for the candidate of the APC who had been at loggerhead. He had been at loggerhead with the president since back then. You remember when their allocation was held back for about 2 years or so in Lagos, and that had been one because he was able to pay salaries. I'm not saying that this guy the man is brilliant. He was able to pay salaries, but then even though I feel it was like to show your boss, like saying I can do without you. Even though they got the allocation back eventually, they paid them. It's not like but I don't think that rift had been settled ever since. But then when you compare the attention that Peter Obi is getting and compare that to the attention others are getting, the fingers pointing in the direction of others are showing that they are paying people to vote for them, while this other man is not paying anybody. Everybody is just routing for him. But then they looking in the direction of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. Let's see what he has to say. His movement in recent times have been pointing in one direction, and that direction is the direction of Peter Obi, working in favor of Peter Obi, routing and trying to get the Northern Elders, the Northern Forum to favor Peter Obi come 2023. And so this particular topic says Obasanjo woos north for Obi and Baba-Ahmed. That was put on the Newtelegraphng, Nigeria, earlier on today. He meets eminent persons and groups to route for Peter Obi 2023. Former president, like I said earlier on, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, is said to be making efforts to market the presidential bid of the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, in the northern part of the country ahead of the forthcoming general election scheduled for early next year. Remember that Peter Obi was at an evening service here there at Dunamis in Abuja last night, and the welcome was something else. I wish I could show you that video before I finish this particular edition. I wish I could show you that video so you could see. When I saw that video, one thing came to mind, and what came to mind was that but some people said the attention this man is gathering is on social media. What is all this that we are seeing in Dunamis? Is this just an issue of Peter Obi or or Christian or Muslim ticket. In fact, some persons already even came out to say it's not even a Muslim ticket, it's a Tinubu Muslim ticket. That's not the only party that is. There is the People's Democratic Party, which is currently one of the opposition parties, who has actually a Muslim Christian ticket. And then we have the Peter Obi party, which is the Labour Party. He's not just routing for, from what we're going to look at this afternoon. The former president is not just routing for Labour Party. He's routing for marketing the personality, and that's why I said that the voting, the election that brought in President Muhammadu Buhari was not a vote for APC, and I think that's where people are getting it wrong. And most of the people who are routing for APC at the moment that's where they are getting it wrong. It wasn't a vote for the party that brought him to power. It was a vote for his personality. And that's why a lot of us are disappointed by what we are seeing. And so if it were to be for the party, one would have felt, well, it happens. But a lot of Nigerians are disappointed because a lot of us voted for President Muhammadu Buhari's person, not party. And that's the same thing that is happening here. And that's why I found very funny when a person in the class of Atiku Abubakar could go on TV and say that, that the population following the influence that Peter Obi has is on social media, and that Labour Party. If you keep seeing it from that angle, election don't come and go, somebody done dey in power. You can't look at things from that perspective. He even went on to make the mistake of saying 90% of the northerners are not on social media. Can you imagine? And you are there in their midst. Is that what you want to turn Nigeria into? Is that what you want to turn Nigeria into? With your experience and the time that you have had in politics, in power, 90% of the northerners are not online. Can you imagine? 90%. That is a shame. Some things you get some things where we say you go just talk, you no go know say you no supposed to talk am. So he go come up and say the thing where you try, the person where you try talk to, we go come leave that matter. Now the one where he talks, now we go hold on to. She say we don't leave the issue of Peter Obi where they try hit at. Now the one where you now talk, now be the issue. And they talk say 90% of northerners. Really? If that be the case, then come on, you are not fit. You are not fit. It's not. This is serious matters, and that's why we apart from it's not an issue of being biased. We're just hitting the nail on the head and trying to see the way it is. And from all indications, when you look at what we are going to be doing, the editorial that is on Newtelegraphng this afternoon, you find out that it is, and looking at that video of Peter Obi's welcome at Dynamis yesterday night, you would agree with me that it is an election. Come 2023, it's an election between, let me say, Labour Party and others. Maybe Peter Obi and others. If it were to be, if you want to use name, then you say Peter Obi and others. Then if you want to use party, you say Labour Party and others. So the welcome was a rousing. They wouldn't even allow Pastor Dr. Becky to even welcome him. They just said we privileged to have in our midst, the presidential candidate, so Peter Obi, and everybody was like, people were jumping, and I said this one not be social media.